So, do you remember how last week I really made a big deal about capitals, like capitalization? So, I'm doing it again this week because we're going to work on capitalization and titles. We have a little PowerPoint here we're going to go through to learn about when you need to capitalize what letters in titles. So, what are some examples of words that are always capitalized? This is what we talked about last week. Like names, Kimberly, that's my first name, would be an uppercase K because it's a specific name of me. Haley School is the specific name of a place. Let me see, what do I have over here that is a specific name? Here's one. Kleenex, it's uppercase K because it's the specific brand name. So that would be uppercase. And if it's the name of a holiday or a day of the week or month of the year, all of those always start with a capital letter. So let's look into titles. What would we capitalize? We capitalize movie, books, songs, and magazines. They're always capitalized, but there are rules because not every single word is going to be capitalized. So here's the first rule. Always capitalize the first and last words in a title. So this is a book called Mouse and the Motorcycle. So notice how mouse is the first word, capitalized. Motorcycle is the last word, capitalized. Yep. So always capitalize the first and the last. Well, let's see what the next rule is. Rule number 2. Always capitalize pronouns, nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. It's a lot of stuff. So let's see. A noun is a person, place, or thing. So a mermaid is like a person, I guess. So it'd be uppercase. Pronoun would be like a word that replaces a noun. So like instead of Kimberly, you'd say she or her or him or his or they or them or is or not is us. So let's see. Adjective is a describing word. Little describes a mermaid. So little would be uppercase. A verb is an action word like jump, and an adverb describes a verb. So like a high jump. So most words are going to be capitalized. So what's not capitalized? Let's see. Always capitalize other words in the title that are more than 4 letters long. So sideways stories from Wayside School. From does not need to be capitalized because it's not more than 4 letters. It is 4 letters. So that is the way you would capitalize that title because the F is not capitalized. Let me move this so you can see the very bottom. No, I didn't want to do that. Come on, crazy computer. Sometimes it just doesn't behave. There we go. Capitalize the first and last word, nouns and pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, and words that are more than 4 letters long. Those are all of the specifics for capitalizing titles. So now let's put those to work and practice it. What should be capitalized and why? We have a book called The Indian in the Cupboard. So would we capitalize the? Well, let's see. What were those rules again? The first and last word. So yes, that is the first word. So we would capitalize that. All right. Do we capitalize Indian? Well, it said any type of noun, and that's like a person. So yes, Indian. In. Let's see. Is it the first letter or the first word in the sentence, last word in the sentence? No. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb? No. More than 4 letters? No. So we don't capitalize that. The. Same thing as in. It's less than 3 letters and it is not a noun, verb, adjective, first word, last word. Cupboard is a noun and it's also the last word, so it would be uppercase C. So we're going to capitalize the, Indian, and cupboard. All right, let's see how we did. It won't let me pause it. Why? Not Zoom. Recorder, why do you do this to me? Well, you won't let me pause you and you're making me make dots everywhere. You're just crazy. There we go, I see it. Okay. Next one, green eggs and ham. So first letter, capital. Last letter, capital. We know that. So now we need to figure out what about eggs and. Eggs is something that you eat. It's a thing. So it's a noun and we capitalize noun. So eggs, yes. What about and? What do you think? Should and be capitalized or not? No, because it's less than 4 letters and it's not a noun, verb, adjective, any of those things that we've been talking about. Okay, next one. The Chocolate Touch, that is the name of a book. So what is going to be capital? Now we didn't capitalize the word the in this one, the Indian in the cupboard, the middle one. Should we capitalize the in this one though? Yes, you should, because it's the first letter of the word. And in the last letter, I mean, of the sentence, and in the last letter of the sentence, both of those need to be capitalized just because it's the first and last word. And then what about chocolate? Is it a noun or a verb? Or yeah, it's a noun. It's a thing you eat. So all of these would be capital in the chocolate and touch. Tale is old as time, song is old as rhyme. Beauty and the Beast. It's a movie, it's a book because they wrote a book about it, and it's a song. So all of those would be titles. What do you know about this title? First word, capital. Why wouldn't let me write out? There we go. Last word, capital. Middle words, what should we do? What about and the? Capital or no? No, neither one, because they're both less than 4 letters, so we won't mess with those. Return of the Jedi, that's Star Wars. What should we do for this one? You decide. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. You decide which letters are capital. Okay, so if you said return, because it's the first word, Jedi, because it's the last word, and then we don't do O or T, because those are both not nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. They're less than 4 letters, not names. So there we go. All right, last one we got here, Time for Kids. That's the name of a magazine. Which letters are uppercase? I'll give you about 5 seconds. So it should be time, first word, kids, last word, and 4 is not uppercase because it is not a noun, verb, or adjective, and it is less than 4 letters. All right, so now that you have finished the PowerPoint with me of how to capitalize things, you're going to go on to Seesaw, and you're going to practice capitalizing titles. Let me show you. Okay, so you're going to find the assignment on Seesaw called Capitalizing Titles. Add your response. Okay, it looks like this. It just has the titles. The first 2 are books, it says, next to our movies, next to our songs, next to our magazines, and the last one says correctly write the title of your favorite book. So it's hard to see, so you're going to want to zoom in. Press the plus again, arrow up. To type, double click. Click 1 time, 2 times, and you're going to retype this, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, with capitals in the right spots. You cannot do this like this, because when they are all caps, I don't know if you understand capitalizing titles, or so you cannot use uppercase letters for everything. The is the first word. It's going to be uppercase. Miraculous describes the type of journey that they're going to take. So that would definitely be uppercase. M, the miraculous journey is a thing that you can take. So that's uppercase. Of is none of those things. It's lowercase. It's less than 4 letters anyway. Edward is a name, so uppercase. Tulane is his last name. So there we go. There's your first answer. The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. We're going to retype it with using proper capitalization, and then you're going to do it with all the rest of them. And I have a feeling kids are going to skip the very last one on this page. So let me show you. Don't skip it. It says correctly write the title of your favorite book. So whatever your favorite book is, you type the title correctly with the right uppercase capital letters. All right. Then when you're ready to turn it in, go ahead and click this little green check mark. Get busy.